Good morning, guys. It's Debbie with the Pickin Coop Farmstead. I'm out here. It's Monday, Memorial Day. Thank you to all of the veterans that have given the ultimate sacrifice today and bless their families on this day. Thank you so much, and God bless America. So, anywho, we are out in the garden today. I've got a couple of trays of things I need to plant, some viney things, eggplants, and borage. I've got some borage over there. So come along and let's do some gardening today. So I have two different varieties of eggplants. I've got two of each. And I think what I'm going to do, because these chamomile will get big, boofy, and tall, I was thought about planting them here, but I think that's not enough room. So I've grown all these from seed. These are called Black Beauty eggplants. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant both of those kind of right here. Oh, there's a baby mullein. Sorry, guy. I'm going to move all this over and I'll plant them alongside of this marigold. It's getting all kinds of new growth now since I put the diatomaceous earth. It's keeping the pests out. So, as always, you do the same exact thing. I'm going to move from here to here, dig a hole. There we go. And by the way, we did reach 500 subscribers. So thank you guys so much. And my microphones are on their way. All right, here comes one little fella. I'll put the little tag in there. And then we're going to dig another hole towards the edge here. And these guys look nice and healthy. Hopefully the aphids stay away from them. Aphids love eggplant, and I learned from my local garden shop down at Luna's that they like the aphids like the eggplants because of their leaves being so sweet. Okay, here we go. I'm sure loving these identification tags that I got from the grow shop where I got my soil. Okay, and as always, we'll water these in really well when we get done. Put the pine straw around and then water them in some more. So you don't really need to see me plant these guys, since they're pretty much the same as others. The only thing really different that I plant is my tomatoes. The tomatoes go really deep, and they have a little egg that I've knocked. These guys are called, from seed, they're called Aswad eggplant. So we are going to plant these and then we'll be back. Alright guys, so I am on the other side of this trellis. We've got two little garlic beds, and then on this side I had planted tomatoes the other day. I planted a little tiny one and I made the mistake of not putting diatomaceous earth on that one, and it is eaten down to the ground. So these tomatoes here that I bought is one of the few plants that I actually bought this year. I'm going to eat a strawberry. Little breakfast snack. Gotta watch for those little bugs. So I've dug two deep holes, as always. And these guys are called Brandywine. I've always wanted brandywine, but it seems like I buy less and less plants from my niece out at Foothill High School because I keep growing them from seed. Pop the egg. Pop the egg. I'm going to pinch off the lower leaves. I'll put them in there for fertilizer. This one says Brandywine Pink. The other one just says Brandywine Tomato. So whether they're the same exact tomato, I don't know. But they have interesting leaves. Let's see if I can show them to you up close. They almost look like potato leaves. All right, so here's this guy. Oh, he needed to come out bad. Look at that. All right, down we go. Down, down, down into the garden bed we go. I've got to remember to sprinkle after I water today. Sprinkle everything with diatomaceous earth. But the bad thing is there's no rain in the forecast. However, I can't use my sprinkler because it just washes it off. All right, so we're going to get these bottom leaves. We'll even get that one. All right, here we are. Down in the hole you go, my friend. I'm excited about these. They're kind of a, that one says pink, but the brandywines I know are kind of a purplish. I'm excited about it. We'll see how that works out. And then we'll move on to next. I think I've got some borage, which I'm going to put back over here. I don't know if you can see my hand. Yes. Back over here in between the sage. Sage is trying to go to seed. The thyme, and let's see, between the sage and the thyme, and then at the other end, we're going to put it in between the oregano. So that's where that's going to go. All right, so next, that's what we're doing. Okay, so we have our poor little borage. It needs a lot of help because it's humongous. It's got to be at least 2 feet tall. It started bending over because it was going around the lights. It's very big. And of course, I grew these from seed. I'm going to trim off these bottom leaves. Okay, get the tag out. And I'm going to put a pole down in this hole to kind of help this guy. And I'm going to have to cut this off. These are what I used in my strawberry bed last year. But I'm going to put that down in there to give this guy some stability. And I'm going to cut this string off, of course. And let's see, I am going to need my clips. Right now, I'm going to pinch these lower leaves off. Okay, here we go. The leaves are kind of prickly on these things, which is surprising to me. I don't know why. There we go. Okay, and I'm going to grab some clips and we'll clip it right on there. And then we are going to put the name tag in there. I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. We are going to clip off this. This was my bird deterrent last year. The CD discs. Kept the birds out, but not the bugs. Okay, so then we've got our little clips. And we're just going to, hopefully they're big enough. Oh, I think they are. Without breaking the thing. Okay, so there we have our borage. And I think I'm going to have to harvest some of my oregano just to get it out of the way. I never can have too much oregano. I don't mind that it spills out over the bed, but at least get some of it away from the borage, give the borage a chance to do its thing. Now borage, the flowers are edible. I have not tried them because I've never grown it, so once it starts flowering I will try it and let you guys know how it tastes. And yeah, that'll be good. And I don't know if it's medicinal or not. I can't remember. I'll have to look that up. So anyways, there's one, and then we're going to go the opposite end of the bed and plant the other one. All right, so here's my hole for my other borage. And this is the one, I don't know if you guys watched it or not, that I accidentally broke in half right down here. So I have it, it seems to be getting more blooms on it. Look at that. So I have it splinted, so to speak. So we are going to try to plant it. Hope for the best. There it goes, right down in there. We're going to put this other pole. Let's see, where can we put this where it will stick down in there. There we go. There we are. We're going to pinch off these lower leaves. There we are. Cover this little guy up. Press it down in there. There we go. Say a little prayer for that guy. We'll water him in really well. Put a couple clips on there if we can. This pole is a little bigger around than my other one. So I don't know. Did that break off? Oh, it did. It broke right there. Shoot. Yeah, this is not. I'll just put it right there. Okay. Well, we'll say a little prayer over that guy. Well, hopefully it'll be okay. I know the other one will, but we'll be okay. And my little tarragon, let me show you this. This even had diatomaceous earth on it. Those little buggers just chopped that right off, beheaded it. So I'm thinking that was pill bugs, sow bugs, whatever you want to call them. Okay, so I'm over here doing something I told you guys not to do, is plant your tomatoes on both sides of your trellis. But I am running out of trellises. I'm out of posts. I have a lot more string, but I'm out of posts. Dig the hole, pop the egg. This guy is a Dr. Witchy's. And I believe they're the orange. Oh, they're yellow. Sorry, just kidding. Okay, down in the hole we go. I am going to clip this fella up. Let's get him a little flatter. There we go. Don't ask me why some plants are he's and some plants are she's. It's just the nature of the beast. Most people call all their plants. Pinch off the bottom leaves, she's. Be careful not to damage the main stem of the plant. Okay, so there's that. I don't know. You can put that right there. Okay, so then I planted one there, and I think what I'm going to do is plant the other one in the middle of these two on this side. Johnny's on the scent. He's smelled something over there. Don't know. Could be a squirrel. I'm finding lots of worms. That's a good thing. Speaking of squirrels, you gotta be careful of my little okras that are over here. All right. Digging our nice big hole. This soil is starting to come together. I'm excited about that. I am finding little bits of eggshell from the last tomatoes I planted. Okay. Pop the egg. I've been hoarding my eggs just for this purpose. Now this one, I don't know if you can see it, got bent over. So we are going to try to keep it. This is a crimson, giant crimson. And we are going to try to save it. Okay, here we go. Lots of nice dirt around there. And then what I'm going to do is try to clip it to give it some stability. There we go. And gently trim these little leaves off. Okay, we're just going to leave it like that. All right, so that's all there is to that. So here's a little overview, guys. I got my eggplants. Everything's diatomaceous earth. Desperately. Everything's getting eaten to shreds. Anything that's not very big. Beets, iris, all my little flowers, cone flowers, bee balm. My poor little okras. Okras really like it when it gets hot. It hasn't been hot enough. And then these guys, this is how they started last year. First year I ever grew them. And they took forever. And then when it got hot, it went whoo, crazy. Peas. I thought I saw a pea on here. I don't know. But they're really growing up. I need to kind of intertwine them with the string. They'll just continue on up there. Whoops, sorry. Okay, and then when we come over here, celery's doing spectacular. Keeps trying to go to seed. I need to come out here and harvest some. The dill in this bed's doing wonderfully. I think this is my first wave. My yarrow doing really well. I've got, I think, 3 of those. And then if you come over here, look how big my wasabi mustard's getting. I had to have a snippet of that today. My poor hibiscus are trying to come along. See, this is, look at the pest pressure, and that's with diatomaceous earth. Now, isn't that something? This is a marigold, bug-resistant plant. I mean, it's bad this year. And here are cucumbers. They ate a couple of my cucumbers. Here's some tomatoes, Oregon Springs. But I want to show you my peas. Look at this. Let's come around here. Look at this beauty. I've never grown these. These are so pretty. They are, oh, what kind are they? This says the magnolia sugar peas, but look at the blooms. They're just incredible. Then the little peas, I can't wait till they get big so I can try one. Are gorgeous. There's like 2 or 3. Oh, here's some. little babies. Let's see, where is it? Right there. And it kind of shows you how they grow. They start out green after they bloom. They start out green, and then once they get the sunlight, they turn that purple. It's beautiful. And we come over here. Since I doused the tar out of the chamomile, but look at this poor ground cherry. The bugs have just annihilated it. I have never had bugs this bad here, ever. It's terrible. So get rid of the gophers, like the mister says. And then I got all the millions of bugs. More tomatoes. Strawberries over there looking great. I doused those. We don't have as many of those little beetle things eating them. Some melons, cucumbers, more cucumbers, melons, squash, all that stuff. It's all white looking, unfortunately. Now these peas are a different variety. They've got beautiful, let me back off so you can see, little white. Oh, here's one. They're like a sugar pea. What are they? It says on the other side. And then over here, it's just, look at this. This is the dill. They've munched that. Look at, this is with diatomaceous earth. There's one that's untouched in the corner. I'm going to be going through millions of bags of diatomaceous earth. Here's our borage we just planted. I doused it really well. This dill is doing okay over here. There is one over here. There was 4 and they annihilated one. Let's see, what else we got? Look, this is with diatomaceous earth. It's just crazy. Look at it. I wonder, this one's munched right off the top, if that's a squirrel. We've got new growth on that basil. They don't touch the garlic. Oh, look, this is my little stinging nettle. These are the tomatoes I just planted, the brandywines. I doused them a little bit. And look at all this. There we go. I think that's about it. So that's all I have for you today. Blah, 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 blah. I got to go do my chickens now. So I hope the sun is shining where you are. I hope you're not too hot, too cold. Happy, healthy, safe. Thank you so much for watching, subscribing. We are at 503, I think. So thank you so much. And my little microphones are on the way. I know I already said that, but I'm super, super excited. All right. God bless you all. Until we see you next time. Happy gardening. Bye-bye.